why Manchester City will win the Premier League this season and not Liverpool. Because City have got the know-how. We've won the league 4 years on the bounce. And yes, Liverpool have started the season very well. But I don't think they've really played many tough teams. It's only really Chelsea at home and Villa at home. Because they beat United when United was in a really bad patch. And then, even though they beat Chelsea, I thought Chelsea was the better side. I didn't watch the Villa game because I was on the train back from Brighton, so I can't really say much about that. But Villa, all I do know is that Villa at home is much more easier than playing Villa away at Villa Park. And it just doesn't feel right for Arne Slot to come into the league, replacing Klopp, and in his season number 1, he wins the league. We can't let that happen. And I don't even think that Liverpool side's all that. I still believe Arsenal's got a better squad than Liverpool. It's just the attack that makes Liverpool look better than Arsenal. That's what I think it is. I think as soon as Liverpool go to places like the Etihad, Stamford Bridge, Tottenham away, Villa away, that's when they start struggling a bit more, I reckon. Because yes, they've done very well up until this point, but we've seen this story of Liverpool a lot of times before in the past when they have a really strong start to the season, just like in 18-19 and just like in 13-14, but ultimately towards the end they just don't have enough. I think City will win the league, and I think we'll win it by, say, 3-4 points. Because I reckon we'll go to Anfield and we'll get a result. I'm not saying we're going to win, but I'm confident we won't lose that game because we're going to have a lot of our players out. I mean, a lot of our players that are out at the moment going to be back for that game. So I feel like this could be our year at Anfield. Yes, I do have the feeling that when Liverpool come to the Etihad, they might beat us or get a draw. But I think across the whole course of the season, we're going to win it because I don't think their squad's good enough to win the league. Their squad's the third best in the league at max, in my opinion. Because I don't really rate their attack. Yes, Salah's obviously world class, but I don't think they've got a great number 9. I think their midfield is not that great. It's just the likes of Gravenberch and McAllister that hold their midfield together. I don't particularly rate Szoboszlai. Yes, I do think they're more likely to challenge us at this moment in current time than Arsenal. But when they went to the Emirates and played Arsenal, with Arsenal having a good few players out, Arsenal the better side, and they should have won the game. But somehow Liverpool managed to get a point out of it. But I just feel like as soon as the season goes on and Liverpool get a tough run of games, they're going to struggle because Forest went to Anfield and took 3 points. So at some point, a better team will go to Anfield and take 3 points, or at bare minimum, take a draw. They're not all that, Liverpool, tell me. I'm telling you that. And if Liverpool win the league, it will show that the league's shit this year because City's still got a miles better team than them, in my opinion. Arsenal on the day have got a better squad than them, and they're beatable. But yes, they're currently 5 points in front, and fair play to them, but you don't win the league after 11 games. And I don't think they've really had the toughest of running of fixtures so far anyway. And I don't believe Arsenal are out of it either. Because you can't lose the title after 11 games, in my opinion. And I believe you can't win it by 11 games either. So it will be a 3-horse race. And I think City will win it, ultimately, because we might sign a CDM to cover for Rodri in January. We've got the know-how. And I think Liverpool have lost quite a bit of their experience from their title-winning team when they got 99 points. And in that season, remember, City had Laporte out. We were playing Fernandinho at centre-back. We had Aguero out at points in that season as well. And I think as long as we can get CDM back up for Rodri, we'll win the league. That's all we've got to do. And if we can go to Anfield and take a point as well, or even beat them, I think that'll be a massive mental killing point for Liverpool, because Liverpool's best chance of beating us is at Anfield in a few weeks when we've got a lot of our players out. Will they be back for that game, but we'll still have no Rodri ultimately. And our record at Anfield is terrible. And if we go there and beat them, then I think that's them done. They wouldn't come back from that. Because they know that they still have to go to the Etihad and then ultimately probably have to get 3 points if they're optimistic about winning the league. And I think there's talk of Rodri trying to be back at some point this season. And if he's back with, say, the last 10 to 5 games, then that'd be absolutely massive. Yes, I know it's a long time out and it would take him a lot of time to get up to speed. And he probably won't come back the exact same player. But it'd still be a massive player back to have in the squad, and it'd be just like signing a new player when the window wouldn't even be open at the time. So that's just my personal thoughts. Don't panic, people. If you're worried about Liverpool winning the league, they're not going to do it. City are going to do it. Up the Blues. 5 in a row, incoming. Come on!